quote from my friend Warren here. It says, diversification is protection against ignorance. It makes very little sense for those who know what they're doing. So I just want to say that one more time. Diversification is protection against ignorance. It makes very little sense for those who know what they're doing. So I just want that to resonate with you for a minute here. And I'm actually going to play a video with our friend Warren, and we're going to break it down to figure out what does this quote mean, and determine where it comes from. So let's listen to my friend Warren here.
The question is about diversification, and I've got a dual answer to that. If you are not a professional investor, if your goal is not to manage money in such a way as to get a significantly better return than the world, then I believe in extreme diversification. I mean,
So pause there. He said, if you are not looking to do better than the rest of the world, and then you should have extreme diversification. So if you are not trying to be in the top 1%, if you're not trying to be in the top 1%, get off the webinar. Don't waste your time. This webinar is not for you. Go buy an index fund, buy a mutual fund, and you'll be able to live a very comfortable life. But if you're looking to think differently, then this webinar is for you. So stick with me here. Let's keep breaking it down.
I mean, so I believe 98 or 99%, maybe more than 99% of people who invest should extensively diversify and not trade. So that leads them to an index fund type of decision with very low costs. Because all they're going to do is own a part of America. And they made a decision that owning a part of America is worthwhile. I don't quarrel with that at all.
So if you want to be in the 98 or 99% of people, then go buy your low-cost index fund and call it a day. But what Warren says here next is extremely important, so make sure you pay attention.
I don't quarrel with that at all. That is the way they should approach it, unless they want to bring an intensity to the game to make a decision and start evaluating businesses. But once you're in the business of evaluating businesses and you decide that you're going to bring the effort and intensity and time involved to get that job done, then I think that diversification is a terrible mistake.
So what he's saying is, if you're trying to bring an intensity to the game, you're trying to do better, you're trying to be in that top 1%, you're trying to make money moves, you're trying to become rich, you're trying to be financially independent, then diversification is a big mistake. So let's continue listening to Warren.
And to any degree. And I got asked that question when I was at SunTrust the other day. And if you really know businesses, you probably shouldn't own more than 6 of them. I mean, if you can identify 6 wonderful businesses, that is all the diversification you need. And you're going to make a lot of money. And I will guarantee you that going into a 7th one is going to, rather than putting more money in your first one, it's got to be a terrible mistake. Very few people have gotten.
So stopping there, what he's saying is not owning individual stocks, owning businesses. It's, if you Google how many income streams the average millionaire has, it's 7. So 7 different income streams. So what Warren is saying is, if you want to be successful, you have to have 6 different businesses, because you want to be not overly diversified. But if you have 5 or 6 different businesses and a coronavirus comes around, it's highly unlikely all of them are going to be affected.
Very few people have gotten rich on their 7th best idea. But a lot of people have gotten rich on their best idea. Omission is way bigger than commission.
So that was our friend Warren. As he ended there, he was saying that not many people got rich off their 7th best idea, but they've gotten rich off their best idea. So that's why it's important to have different streams of income, whether that's a rental property, whether that's a stock portfolio, whether that's owning a business. That's the sort of mindset that we need to have in order to ensure we're doing the best we can with our money.